Hello, this is Brian Wright with Mythic MTG Tech. I'm doing patron pack openings today in appreciation to fans. I've got 3 patron pack openings for new patrons on the channel, and then I've got 2 pack openings for individuals who significantly helped me out in figuring out what all the tokens were for the original art token project. We've got Zeke here who's helping us out. Zeke's a friend of the channel there. There's some Star Trek stuff in the background. Yes, I play lots of different games. Let's move in here and start with these pack openings. Hopefully we get something good here. Start with Jeff. I'm really bad with names, but hopefully we get something cool here. Shadows over Innistrad packs. Okay, we've got Dauntless Cather, Ghostly Wings. Now we got the Accomplice there. Seagrass Scab, Stoic Builder, Crow Dark Tidings, Uncaged Fury, Watcher in the Web, Call the Waxing Moon. We've got some mana fixing going on here. Necropod. Oh, we've got Epiphany in the Drowned Yard. Skin Invasion. And here we've got Startled Awake. This is a cool card, clearly a first pick. Target opponent puts the top 13 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard, and then put Startled Awake from your graveyard onto the battlefield as a 1/1. Skulk. When Persistent Nightmare deals combat damage to a player, return it to owner's hand. So if you've got a mill deck, this is clearly should be in it. 13 cards is a lot in limited. 1/1 there's a little bit weak. I don't think it's going to see much, if any, constructed play, although 13 cards is a lot. If I was not going for a mill deck, what else would we grab from this pack? Skin Shredder is actually not bad at all. The flip condition there is enchanted creature tax each combat if able to. When the creature dies, return it to the battlefield transformed. And Drownyard. 7/7 with Menace. Tax or block, sacrifice a creature land. That's pretty terrible. Unless you've got some tokens to make it happen. 2/5 with Reach is decent. +1/+1 double strike until end of turn. If you put that on something with trample, that can be nuts. A 2/1 flyer for 3 is not bad. I like that this gives you a 2/2 from the graveyard also. This is probably my first pick, Dauntless Cather. Fun pack at least. Let's move on here to Brandon. And as you probably saw there in the background, there's a bunch of other cards, angel tokens, tokens from the original Art Magic project. Those are all being given away to patrons. What I kind of do after a patron pack opening is just go through the crazy stuff that I've got sitting around and add some of that stuff in. Write people a letter, say thank you. It's really patrons that make this channel possible. Enjoy it a lot. Target creature gets -0, -4 until end of turn and investigate. Not one of my favorites there. Companion. Stitch Mangler. Loam Dryad. 1/2 that also gives you mana. Does take 2 things to tap to get that mana. 3/1 for 3. Strength of Arms, +2/+2 until end of turn. If you control equipment, put a 1/1 cat token onto the battlefield. Another builder here. Uncaged Fury. Runaway Carriage. 5/6 Trampler. When it attacks or blocks, sacrifice it at the end of combat. If this costs less, it might be playable. Put 2 1/1 Devil tokens onto the battlefield. When this creature dies, do 1 damage to target creature or player. I actually like this card a lot. It often lets you chump block and kill something else in the process. Ooh, 3/1, lifelink. Exile it from the graveyard to put 2/1/1 battle, or 2/1/1 flying spirits out. I like this a lot also. Forecasting costs could be my top pick. Oh, Sauron. Sauron is amazing. Great limited, clearly top pick, although the Chaplain is a very, very solid second pick. Congratulations here. That is a very, very nice card. So reveal the top card of your library and put it into your hand. Each opponent loses life equal to its converted casting cost. Deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life. Very nice, especially since it starts with 6. And the ultimate here, a number of black vampire knight tokens with lifelink onto the battlefield equal to the highest life total among all players. So they're not flying, but it could be a lot, especially in EDH. Very, very nice card there. We've got some equipment here also. The Heirloom, which flips. Equipped creature gets +3/+3, has first strike. Very nice after it flips. Works really well on transforming creatures, obviously. Moving on here to Simon. See what we can get out of this pack. Hopefully something fun. There is one Eternal Masters pack that I'm going to open and then split between each of the different people I'm giving cards to this time. There's still a chance to get something really amazing here. Press for answers. 2/5 is pretty strong and limited. Just win. Return a creature to its owner's hand. Madness, it basically becomes an unsummon there. Very, very nice. 1/2 that you can bring back from the graveyard to your hand. A Censor there. We've talked about the Crow before. And the Mage here has Prowess. A 1/3 with Prowess for 2 casting cost is very solid. Fork in the Road. Up to 2 basic lands. Put one of them in hand and the other one in the graveyard. Then shuffle. Really got to have something that wants to be in the graveyard, or Delirium or something else to trigger there. At the beginning of each combat on your turn, target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn, and you can do damage to blocking creatures. This is an enchantment I can see as a one of, especially in an aggro Boros deck. Mad Prophet here. Discard a card, draw a card. You've got Haste. Wildfield Scarecrow. Harness the Storm. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell from your hand, you may cast target card with the same name of that spell from your graveyard. Not so good in limited. It's really designed for kind of a burn deck. Something like that in standard or in modern. Decent, not great card there. Solitary Hunter is probably my top pick. If no spells were cast, it moves from a 3/4, which is solid in limited, all the way to a 5/6, which is great in limited for a forecaster. We've got a foil mountain there. It's a very, very pretty mountain. Checklist cards. And the checklist cards are well worth holding on to. Same thing with the clue cards. They're nice throw-ins for trades. They'll probably be 50 cents to $1 long term. Okay. Braid's Cabal Minion was extremely helpful in identifying a lot of the tokens, and also pointed out that someone had actually beat Braids in coming up with a few more tokens. Very, very nice on the channel. I'm sending this out to Braids as a thank you, along with an angel and some of the other cool stuff from this month. Hope that Braids gets something cool here. Survive the night. Just the win. Emissary here, 2/4. Enters the battlefield. If a creature died this turn, you put a white spirit token onto the battlefield. Very nice. Stallion here with Delirium gets the ability to get larger. Root Out. Revenant. Rush of Adrenaline. Instant 2/1 and Trample. Very nice. Rabid Bite. Target opponent loses 3 life, you gain 3 life with Madness. So if you've really got a Madness deck, this is solid. Rooting Wood, Enchant Land. Enters the battlefield, Investigate, and then it provides 2 mana. So it's really mana ramp, plus it kind of cycles there. Boon? This can be an incredible card. This is probably my top pick. Haven't even seen the rare yet. I've seen this cast again and again and again on creatures. Okay, I'm probably overvaluing it a little bit, to be honest. But it is actually a very solid card, very undervalued by some people. Magnifying Glass for Investigate. I like this. It's ramp, and it's a way to get extra cards. Confirmed Suspicion. Counter target spell. Investigate 3 times. 5 casting cost. In a control deck, this is very solid. Now we've got a 2/1 flipper here who turns into a 4/2, both of which are pretty fragile to me. The 4/2 at least has trample. I love playing control. Confirmed Suspicion looks fun. So does the Magnifying Glass, and it might wheel. Griffin Boon is very good. I don't know, Rush of Adrenaline is solid. But I actually also like the 2/4 that gives me a spirit to stabilize. Those are kind of my top picks here. As you can see, I'm not a super big fan of the black decks. I know other people who really like them. Okay, let's move into the last 2 packs here. They're going to be lots of fun. So this is the Eternal Masters pack for Prime, who got the most of the original art Magic tokens correct for where they came from. Let's see what we can get here. Hopefully something amazing. This is what I've been playing more and drafting more of recently. It is a incredible set. It's been a little rough to have this as a choice and then anything else for Magic, because the value is just very solid here if you're actually drafting these cards. War Marshal, very nice. And a first striker here. Flyer. Nimble Mongoose, very, very good card. One of the top ones here. Reckless Charge is very good in an aggro deck, and it usually wheels. Eye Blight's Ending. We got some color fixing. Coalition Honor Guard and the Shoreline Ranger. Not keeping these together too well. Centaur Chieftain. Oh, Chain Lightning. Another really nice one. 2 great cards so far. And Animate Dead. And Mana Crypt. Wow, that is nuts. We got a Mana Crypt here. That is incredible. Thank you so much for helping me out with all those tokens. Well rewarded with one of the best cards in the entire set. Thank you. Oh, too cool. And a foil Mother of Runes. Wow, this is a really good pack. Foil Mother of Runes, Chain Lightning, Nimble Mongoose, and Mana Crypt. I can't even tell you what I would take in Limited. Mana Crypt just ramps you 2 turns, and Mother of Runes must be dealt with the turn it comes out. Nimble Mongoose is incredible. All these cards are great. This is one of the best Eternal Masters packs that I've seen so far. Definitely the best that I've personally opened. Very, very nice. Congratulations. I don't know if it's possible to top that. We've got one more Eternal Masters pack here, and this is just going to be distributed, the cards, randomly to individuals that I did pack openings for this time. Let's see what we get here. Oh, so excited. Opening one more here. Skulking Ghosts. Focus in here. Cather. Glacial Wall. Sylvan Might. Scorched Baron. Twisted Abomination. Pacifism. Blossoming Sands. Emperor Crocodile. Ragged Highlands. Keldon Champion. Very, very solid. That's a wonderful card. Bloodbraid Elf. That's an amazing card. Thunderclap Wyvern. 2/3 other creatures with flying get +1/+1 in the right deck. This is very good. Let's move on to the rare here. Caller the Skybreaker. Put a 5/5 blue elemental token with flying onto the battlefield, and you get to retrace it. 7 casting cost. It could be the top of a curve. Solid pick here, although I like the Bloodbraid Elf better. Bloodbraid Elf would be my top pick. Oh, and Wonder. As long as Wonder is in your graveyard, your creatures, and you control an island, creatures you control have flying. Great, great card. Wonderful in cubes. Very, very solid as a one-of in EDH deck. occasionally sees a little bit of play elsewhere. Having a foil one is just perfect. These will be fun cards to distribute out. Let's just look at this one more time. Really nice pack openings there. Mana Crypt and Mother of Runes. Just for helping out on the channel. I appreciate it so much. The fans are really what make this channel, and I'm so happy to have a pack opening that is this good. Take care. We'll be doing pack openings again for the channel here in a month. $2 to the channel gets you a one-time pack opening, and $5 gets your name in the credits. Until next time, choose the cards wisely. Goodbye, everybody.